the, we've been talking about it for a while with the media, how they love steering the conversation, they love shaping everything and molding it to their narrative. The issue is then they end up with this type of situation where they're shocked. You know, last time around it was actually, I think it wasn't even the media. In 2012 it was Karl Rove refusing to believe that Romney lost. But I mean, it's really the media this time around. Forget about the pundits and the people they bring on the air. The media just looks completely foolish here, and it just shows how out of touch they are, really, because everyone's predicted it. So many people have said, why are they going in this direction? And they just keep doing it. They just keep talking to the point where they're going to put their foot in their mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree with you. And the fact of the matter is that until it's done, they need you. This goes back to our very first conversation. They need fewer people to turn out for them to be successful. They need you to not believe that we can accomplish more for them to be successful. They need you to buy in to the fact that America is as good as it's going to get right now for them to be successful. It sounds like I'm talking about conservatives, doesn't it? No, I'm talking about the Democratic establishment. And once they've crossed over that threshold, they are no longer progressive. They are conservative. And I've been saying this for a long time. They are no longer the lesser of two evils. The Black Agenda Report, I keep calling them out because they've been saying it for a very long time, and I hated to hear them say this for a long time until I saw it for myself. The Democratic establishment, they are no longer the lesser of two evils. They are the more efficient of the two evils. Because who else can get away with a Rahm Emanuel covering up a killing until after the election? If that was a Republican mayor, he would be indicted right now. Who else can get away with some of the things with gutting welfare, except for Democratic presidents? You know, if it was a Republican, we would have had them out. And so we have to be careful who we so readily align ourselves with because of a letter, when their ideology has shifted and changed. They don't carry themselves like progressives because they don't believe that we can do more. They don't carry themselves like progressives because they have a vested interest in fewer people turning out. And what you're saying is absolutely right, David, that now the media is in bed with them, aligned with them. They've been aligned with them. Now they're sticking their foot in their mouth for the sake of supporting the establishment. When America is yelling, right? 50% of the Democratic electorate in Iowa is yelling, we want more, and we don't want to stay where we are. So their best interest is to hear, or else they're going to lose a lot of people who may not even be Bernie or bust, but will see the manipulation and decide, I can't be affiliated with this conservative Democratic Party. Breaking news. Let's go.
97% and Ted Cruz winning in the Republican side. And with that, I'd like to make my declaration. Ted Cruz won the popular vote. Marco Rubio won the night. He's only 1% behind Trump, and that was actually what I was more worried about on the Republican side more than anything, because Rubio is their strongest candidate, and he really won the night tonight, and he's going to do well in New Hampshire afterwards, and that's going to be an interesting race where he's obviously Jeb Bush they've switched from Bush to Rubio, the establishment, and they see him as the only candidate to really defeat Trump. So Cruz is going to go on. It's going to be Cruz and Rubio for second place, I think, in New Hampshire, with Trump slightly ahead. And it's going to be a really interesting race.